Shalom Israel. Before I start, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Wahar Rakar Kadash, double honors to the elders and apostles in Israel who rule and teach well, to the Akims on the highways and byways, and those pushing this word in truth, sincerity, to the brothers and sisters in the truth. Now, just wanted to show you something. Now, I did a short lesson yesterday called Visitation or Coincidence, and I was going through the various earthquakes, floods, hailstones, that's happening around us and not really being reported as such. Some might mention them, but then they get you distracted with foolishness like what's happening to P. Diddy and all of that. But I showed two channels, one called Melkeb and the other one called Shave Weather. Now these channels, back in the early, like say 2020, 2022, when you go on them, you'll see daily updates of floods, fires, earthquakes that's happening around the world. And when I say daily, there's literally something happening new that they were putting up. Then I noticed, I think around 2023, last year, Shave Weather, they really had anything on there. It was like a year ago, 6 months ago. This is going from like daily updates. So this is when I got introduced to Melkeb, and they were doing daily updates. Now when you go on Melkeb, there's nothing on there, nothing. You have to go to their Patreon site to get some form of update as to what's happening. And with Shave Weather, it's sparse, But the point of this is just to show me speaking on that. I brought out scriptures to show that, Isaiah 29:6, where it says, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord with earthquakes, thunderstorms," roughly speaking. Just a bit of a poor paraphrase of the verse. But then when I looked on the channel today, they felt to add context to what I was saying, because we know it's the Lord that's doing all of these things. I think I even mentioned about cloud seeding and all of that, but they felt to add context. It says context, climate change, United Nations. It says climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns. Human activities have been the main drive of climate change. So, they're not trying to give what's happening to the Lord. Even if, with the cloud seeding, we know that is man doing what they're doing to make it rain or whatever. It's still the Lord putting it in their thoughts to do these things, and it's also fulfilling what he said would happen. So either way, whether you want to add your own context to what was said, it still goes back to the Lord, and all glory and honor goes back to the Lord. But I just wanted to share that. It's kind of strange that they felt they needed to add context. I've never seen that before. But you can do nothing against the truth but for the truth. And as it says, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. And the scripture speaks about if it was possible, they'll even be able to fool the very elect, and that lets you know it's not possible to fool the elect. But it's just something I wanted to touch on and share. Lord willing, it was edifying. With that, because what they're doing as well, they're knocking back views, likes, which we're not doing it for the views or the likes, but we know the more views or likes, it pushes your content further up. And I remember watching a brother's lesson, and I think he had something like 95 views. Now I was watching it on the replay, then right in front of my eyes the views dropped to 90, then it went back up to 95. So they're doing foolishness to try and stop the word. But even old videos, which is over a year ago, they used to strike you for it now, but I think too many people complain that you're taking down stuff years later and then want to strike people's channel, you should have done it then. So now they're going through old videos. You know, I've had a number of my old videos taken down, but doesn't matter what they want to do. You know, as the scripture says, you can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth, because at the end of the day, whatever they do, they're actually proving what the Most High said was going to happen anyway. That's the funny thing about it. But yeah, I just wanted to touch that. They felt they needed to add context. Yeah, the context is that it's the Father that's doing all of this, and he spoke of it from the beginning. Let me quickly try and bring out a precept. Give me a second. I think it's 46 and 10. Isaiah 46 and 10, it says, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So regardless of what they think they're doing, you know, it's the Lord's counsel that will end up standing, and it's the Lord's counsel and will they're doing, because these things have been declared from the beginning. So yeah, just wanted to touch that. Lord willing, this was edifying. With that, I'm going to close out and give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Wahar, Rakar, Kadash, Kwam Yasha Allah.